guess what? We just hit 1 million views!
Whee!
On the YouTube. Yeah. Last week, we hit 160 million views, or something like that. Kind of a milestone, pretty awesome. Just about up to 7,000 subscribers. You guys are awesome for actually watching us rant and break tools. But I really appreciate it, and pretty awesome what's happened in the past 2 years. And those 1 million views, like, we didn't come across them easily. It's not like, oh look, there's a cat hanging from a fan. See, even Eric's laughing now.
They're just so cute.
They're
it's
so
funny.
cute. I know, or baby videos or something, like, 50 million views overnight. But no, this was kind of hard earned. We put a lot of videos up, and try to put out a lot of information and make them.
And a lot of them are long videos.
Yeah.
So thanks for the dedication.
Yeah, thanks for actually watching. I just had a guy email me a couple days ago, and he said, "Yep, I just saw the entire marathon, every single Knifemaking Tuesday. Took about 2.5 days, and a 10-pack of Monster energy drinks." So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, the dedication you guys have is awesome. So don't really have anything else to say, but Eric's been doing a real good job cleaning up in the shop. We got a lot more to do, but I just kind of wanted to show a little bit. This whole area in the middle here used to be piled this high with crappy old boxes and the pallet and the crate that the Tormac came in and all the junk and garbage we didn't care about. It just kind of piled in the middle. So finally took all that to the dump, and now we have this whole space that we have no idea what to do with right now. But it's nice to just, hang out.
Yeah.
And we do have some new tools possibly coming in the next few weeks, months, whatever. Got some real cool stuff I want to get. And but for now, for the time being, we're just finishing up the last few knives of the last Norseman run, and we're just about to start the next one. So, auction knife. It's probably under auction right now. Make sure to check out that auction video. But yeah, we just got a few more knives left. And yeah, trying to clean and organize, and it's kind of still a mess in here, even though there's a lot of clutter gone. But we're getting there. We're not the most organized people, and we don't really care. As long as we know where everything is, then it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're ordering all the materials for the next batch of knives. We've got 2 batches that we're planning for right now, of 100 knives each, so we're actually planning for 200 knives in the upcoming future. And it's going to be a crazy amount of work, but we are absolutely looking forward to it, and thank goodness the demand is there, so we're comfortable actually making that many. The other thing is, this whole shelf used to be full of my aluminum anodizing equipment, and anodizing aluminum is kind of a fun process, but it's time consuming and it's not very conducive to higher volumes to do it yourself. And with the Norseman knives, they're all titanium anyway, so I don't touch all that stuff. So I just sold it to a local guy who's going to use it for paintball anodizing. So that's awesome. He's excited, I'm excited. I got my space back, I got my shop back, and I don't need all those sulfuric acid chemicals kicking around for my kids to trip over and be tripping on acid. So yeah, once we organize that shelf a little bit better, then we got this space too. And yeah. What else? Oh, not those. Those are secret.
Ooh.
But these.
What could it be? Should we peek? Do we peek?
No.
Do we peek? No. Okay.
I can't even lift that up. I thought titanium was light. Anyway, 14 sheets of 1/8 inch titanium, and I actually have to order more at some point soon. That's enough to do 100 knives, 100 and a bit, and that's going to do the handles. I still have to order blade steel for the next batch. I'll be doing RWL again, because I absolutely love RWL. And yeah, so I'm just sort of figuring out what materials I need to get, what tools I need to get, more end mills from Lakeshore, and all this little stuff. So we're getting there. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a 1,000,000 view shop update. Tormac over here is dirty and used and put away wet, and I love this machine. And I'm not just saying that, I love this machine. We really should clean it up. Because, I don't know, we get it dirty and then every now and then, every month or so we give it a good scrub.
Especially when we change material.
Yeah, when we go from titanium to stainless or something, or to aluminum, then it's nice to give it a good clean, recycle all your chips, and then start over. But the past month, we've been in finishing mode, and sort of relaxing mode too, being summertime and the kids are off school and all that stuff. Well, kid. And yeah, so the machine's been just seeing very little time, which is why it's kind of randomly dirty. There's some micarta there, there's some titanium, some stainless. I haven't done any big jobs on it. I feel kind of bad having it sit around, just not doing anything, not making me money. But that's the process. You know, it's really busy for a while, and then it's not so busy, and then it's all finishing work and all assembly and sharpening and stuff. And then it's really busy, so we're gearing up for the really busy machining time. And we both love the machining aspect of it, especially with CNC and the tool changer and stuff, because you can just, once everything works and everything is set up, you can just run it. Run parts after parts after parts, and it's kind of cool to see the finished parts stack up. So that'll be the next few weeks, we'll be doing that. I was hoping to do some prototyping for my new integral knife, but that hasn't happened yet. And I've been having computer problems on my computer for the past few weeks, and that's driving me insane. But trying to get that figured out, and I'm just rambling. I don't know. What are you up to, Eric? Your turn.
Oh no.
On the spot.
I had something to say too, and then I forgot.
Well, while you're thinking, I was able to forgive my shakiness and hand for a second. I've had this wide-angle lens for years. Logo. But this new camera that I'm using, it's a Sony HD, I don't know, some sort of Sony Handycam. It doesn't have threads on the front for a wide-angle lens, so I epoxied a aluminum threaded ring to the front, and then this thing will thread on. So, you know, especially when we're trying to do far away shots, you know, I can't see the shirt and him at the same time without backing way away, and then you can't hear him. So, big difference. This is a 0.6 lens. That's the focal range or whatever it's called. I like it. It does distort the image a little bit. Makes it a little fisheye-y. But it's cool. I like it. So, okay, you figured it out yet?
I just wanted to tease them to stay tuned for what we're coming out with.
Oh, a teaser.
For Knife Show at the end of the summer.
Which knife show is that, my brother?
That would be the USN get-together in Las Vegas.
Lost Wages.
Yeah.
Woo, Vegas! One's an innie, one's an outie.
So yeah, we're coming out with something that I think everybody will like. I'm not sure how much I should divulge at this moment.
Ooh, you divulger.
Sounds so wrong. But yeah, it'll be, I'm excited for it anyways.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to decide if we're going to do videos on it over the summer. We probably are, just to tease you guys. But this particular knife will only be available at that show.
Limited run, will not be able to order it afterwards, so if you want one of what you don't know we're making yet, you have to be at USN.
Yeah. Hey, trip to Vegas? Why not?
Yeah, it's a hoot.
Yep. That's not to say we won't be making them more in the future, but we're not taking orders for them or anything like that. They will come up as they come up.
When we want to make them.
Yep. You're such a tease.
I know. workers.
Hey, I'm still filming.
Okay. So yeah.
For all the machinists, you should show the pallet organizing system.
Oh.
Patented, trademarked, not really. So we've got all these aluminum pallets. This one happens to have a vise on it, so that doesn't count. But, like here, these aluminum pallets that go on the awesome Mighty Bite Vac Magic. So pallet removes, pallet changers are super easy, super simple, and then they vacuum down. Awesome. But what do you do with all these pallets? Now, a woodworker, or someone who's actually handy with their hands, would build like some sort of shelving system with, you know, partitions, and you could just slide them in. I think that would be awesome. I'm not particularly very good with wood, nor do I have any woodworking tools.
And I just know how to make things work.
Yeah. So anyway,
not necessarily build them.
tell me your $1 million idea here.
Well, we had this nice tub sitting around.
Ooh, shiny.
It wasn't really being used for anything. And we also had this creeper for working under the cars, which we don't do too often anymore. It's just been taking up space on the wall. So I figured these pallets are quite heavy and we don't want to like slide this whole thing in and out. So it's on wheels.
Boom. And I especially like your file folder approach.
The what?
It's like a file folder approach. You know how they...
Oh, and there's cardboard in between.
Yeah. How you can kind of like tilt them off to one side. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It works for what it is.
Yeah. Because previously, the pile of garbage that I had here, I would just have empty cardboard boxes and put a pallet on top of each box.
It took up a lot of space.
Yeah, it was kind of silly, but it worked at the time. Anyway, so we're just totally rambling. I'm impressed if you're still watching.
Well, doling out those little teasers every once in a while.
That's true, yeah. Who knows what else we'll say.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else new we could show? I ordered 2,250 440 screws in stainless steel with a Torx T10 head. These are all the screws that we use for putting the knife together. So this is enough for like 350 knives or something. I bought enough that I would just not have to think about it for a while. Except when they came in, they were not 440s. These ones are, but the first box that I got had 632 screws in it, which is the next size bigger. So I'm looking at them going, wait a minute, those look a little big. So yeah, they sent me an enormous amount of the wrong ones. So that was kind of annoying. But I just got these in, and then I'm going to return the wrong ones, and we're good to go now. So yeah. And then every single screw, we got to basically chop it in half and make it shorter, because they are way too long.
Because I was going way too fast.
You got it. So yeah, air compressors tucked into the corner. I kind of like this air compressor, although it's incredibly loud, as most of these style of air compressors are. But I just couldn't afford a screw compressor, rotary screw, because they're like $4 grand. So I'll put that on my when I'm rich wish list. But it's plenty big, 60-gallon tank over here, and then follow the hose, follow the hose. Hey, where'd my focus go? There it is. I've got that feeding my old crappy air compressor here with a 30-ish gallon tank. So I actually have 90 gallons of air available. Because my vacuum system uses air, Fog Buster uses air, Power Drawbar uses air, Tool Changer uses air. Our air nozzly hose thingy right there uses air. Eric's an airhead, and everything uses air. So, what are you doing? Looks fancy.
Becoming fingerprints and stuff.
Oh, no.
I'm hoping it's not doing the same thing that I just fixed.
The tame ting. while I'm ranting, and have basically no point to this video at all, for anodizing titanium, this is kind of our setup. And I won't go into too much detail because possibly one day in the future I want to do an anodizing video kind of explaining everything. But in this tank I have a very weak sulfuric acid, aka battery acid mix. And I've been using that for anodizing for a long time. It used to work really, really good, but now I can no longer get green.
It turns pink.
It's totally pink. The green is supposed to be from like 92 volts to 98 volts. And that used to get me a wicked awesome toxic green. There's sort of a weird green at 42 volts.
It's like a teal.
Like a teal, yeah. And then it fades to gold. Because it goes from blue to green to gold, and that fade in the middle is sort of, it's either kind of blue or kind of goldy. It's not a super green. But for some weird reason, I don't know if it's my power supply or my acid concentration or whatever, we don't get green anymore. It is hot pink. And I actually brought a pink knife to Blade Show, and it was the last knife I had sold of everything that I brought, but it had no problem selling. And it was wicked pink, and the guy loved it. Him and his wife bought it together. So anyway, doing some research on the interwebs, probably the best and easiest source of information for anodizing titanium is mrtitanium.com. Very simple information, but it's just a good place to go to. So on that site, he suggested borax. Borax is like just a cleaning solution, like a soap or something. My wife has tons of it. Been around forever, kind of. Anyway, on Mr. Titanium, he said 5 grams of borax per liter of water. So I cut that in half for half a liter. And it produces really good colors. And it's like soap, it's not acid. So it's much safer. So yeah, it produces really good colors. And now Eric and I are not exactly the most have the most color coordinated eyes in the world, but
we suffer from color dyslexia.
yeah, I'm not colorblind. Eric says he's colorblind, but I'm just color dyslexic, which kind of sucks for making knives.
Yeah.
Because
is that green or is it?
Yeah. Anyway, pretty sure we got green. So here you can see I did a voltage fade starting at 100 volts and going up in 5 volt increments, and like right around 120, 130 get a pretty solid green. So then this whole section I did 120 volts in borax, and I don't know if the fluorescent light in the camera is showing it very well. I think it is. But I don't know, that's pretty green to me. So 120 volts is way above the 95 range that you're supposed to be getting, but whatever. Results are results. So that's that. It's like a hot tub party in here. You know, like with the bubbles and everything.
Get the whirlpool going.
Yep. So yeah, these are your acid etched blades.
Yeah, and I've been having issues where I guess I haven't been dissolving the ferric chloride enough. So I clean them all off and they look pretty and perfect and everything, and then I come back later in the day and there's this big like splotch on the blade that I can't get out. So I have to like Scotch-Brite it and then re-etch it. So,
Bit of a pain.
it is a pain.
Especially when you thought it was perfect before.
Exactly. You know, it's a very government way of doing things.
Well said.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I guess we've bored you guys long enough, if you haven't already checked out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so...
Should we give him a final teaser just for the ones that say?
Oh, I'm sure we could come up with something. The secret password for the next pre-order is...
Sign up for the newsletter.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got to change around the website thing.
Yes, we're going to fix that. So if you get into this never-ending cycle on the website, just keep going. And we'll fix it at some point.
Okay, well, for a teaser, we can tell the video people. Hello, YouTube. Like I said, we're making the next 200 knives in 100 piece batches. And very soon, for those of you who have stayed to the end of this video, thank you very much, we're going to be opening up a pre-order for those 100 knives. Now my pre-order mailing list is already like incredibly huge, so anybody that's watching this is just going to add to that incredibly huge list. But I'll kind of explain it a little bit. It'll be first come, first serve. I'll give everybody a 5-day warning on the mailing list. I'll just say it out and be like, in 5 days, pre-order is going up at exactly this time, and just so everybody knows exactly when it's going up in case you don't check your email very often or whatever, because I don't. Yeah, so 5-day warning, and then just it'll be a madhouse on the website until they're all sold out. So the first 100 we'll be making the next 3 months, and then the next 100 will also be available for pre-order, which will be made in the next 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think on the website they'll be listed as one is going to be finished October-ish, and the other one's going to be finished January-ish.
Is that 4 months?
3 and 6.
Yeah, 3 and 6.
Yeah.
That's what I'm planning.
Yeah.
3 and 6. You know, maybe we can make them faster, or maybe they'll be slower. I don't know. But after having done this batch of 65, we sort of solved a lot of problems, and found a lot of problems, and made a lot of mistakes, and figured it all out. So the next batch, after we change those problems, will go a lot smoother, which is awesome for everybody. I mean, luckily all the knives from this batch turned out great. We were able to fix any little issues or problems or whatever. They all turned out perfect. But next batch, hopefully we don't have those issues to begin with, so it's less time for us, you know. It's good. It means we can make more.
Yeah. I probably spent as much time fixing my own mistakes as I did making them in the first place.
Yeah. Government.
Yep.
So yeah, we just wanted to say that, and there you go. That's it. I got nothing. I'm talked out. Alright? Adios, amigos.
Stay classy, YouTube.